Hey guys, welcome back. Hope everyone is doing well. We are going to continue today doing the epic quest, and we're also going to be going up into the lowlands and Haudh Lin and Rath Teraig as well. So we've actually got these 3 areas around here. Well, technically 4 with Gondamon, but yeah. Hopefully we'll actually finish Ered Luin today. So let's continue.
Might I take a moment of your time?
I will send word to Matthew Stouthand and Gaelthin in Gondamon of Avorthal's safe return, and to warn their masters. The free peoples of Ered Luin must unite if they are to drive Skorgrim and his goblin allies from this land. While Lord Dwalin and Master Doronga assemble their forces, I have an urgent task for you, Talath. The goblins have mustered in Rath Teraig, and if we are to have any hope of reaching Skorgrim, we must in their ranks. Journey to the outskirts of Rath Teraig, the valley south of Gondamon, and speak with the dwarf there, Ingolfer. He will have more instructions for you. Aid him, and Dwalin and Doronga may have a greater... Aid him, and Dwalin and Doronga may have a greater chance for victory. And we will be doing that, but first I'd like to go and do all of these quests up in this area. We've got the Elf Stone, Vow of Vengeance, Glamir's Vigil, the Elf Sword, and that's it. But they are all the NPCs at this these small ruins over here are gonna have a lot more quests for us to do.
Greetings to you.
My brother Callangil sent you. I fear that both my brothers and I have sorely underestimated the depth of the defilement of these once bountiful lands. Even with your help, I am not sure we can do more than stem its growth, much less destroy it. Nevertheless, I am grateful to have your aid. When you have rested a bit, let us discuss what steps we can take to deal with this sorrowful blight.
Hail, friend, and well met.
Greetings, Elf. I receive few visitors here at my home of old, but I am sure you did not come to listen to tales of yore. What brings you to these wasting halls? You say that evil wights roam the barrows to the northeast of my home. It is indeed well that Gaelthin sent you to me, and with the Elf Stone. I have a task for you if you are willing.
Swelad Melon.
Skithy Blackhand? Yes, I know of him indeed. I have seen him just beyond the main gates of the Downhand encampment to the north. Be cautious. The going will not be easy within the walls of that encampment.
Greetings, friend. Will you lend me your ear?
Eastern Haudh Lin is home to some ancient burial mounds of the Edain, the men who lived here in a past age. We have received reports of evil wights stalking these barrows and mounds. Such creatures are mere corpses, animated by fell spirits, not the relics of the spirits of men. As such, they are irredeemably evil, and it is our duty to exterminate them without compunction. I do not know why these creatures are abroad in these dark days, but I suspect some working of the enemy. Be that as it may, I ask you to destroy the bodies of these evil creatures and send their spirits back to the shadow from whence they came.
Megovanen, might you spare a moment of your time?
I have sorry news indeed, Talath. I have discovered the source of the evil that haunts this place. It seems that in the years of Arnor's wars with Angmar, the Witch King sent fell spirits to stir the bones of the dead within the mounds of the Edain. We thought this foul sorcery was performed only upon the mounds of the Barrow Downs in Cardolan, but alas, we were wrong. Wights stalk our lands, and we knew it not. Please forgive me, Celeste, but I must ask you to fight these horrible things. Try to loosen their grip on Haudh Lin, while I search for a more permanent means of ridding the land of their presence.
Mind my words, traveller.
This land has been sullied before by the dwarves and their keep on the hill, and more recently by half-orcs and Crebain. Now wicked spiders have entered the land, slaughtering the wildlife and endangering travellers. Thankfully, these evil creatures have so far only been found in the furthest northeast reaches of Haudh Lin, but these lands would be better for their absence. Seek out the evil spiders and drive them from their lairs in Haudh Lin.
Will you lend me your ear?
Talath Ondren, the region of Haudh Lin to the east, was once known as the Shipwright's Grove in Westron, and it is there that many of the famed vessels of the Elves were built in days long past. But the corruption that haunts it now is much greater than I or my brothers have imagined. Something malignant and evil lurks there now. Something must be done. If you would help me, then seek out the spiders that infest Talath Ondren east of here and collect the sticky spinnerets they use to ensnare the victims. It will take time, but I may one day discern where these terrors gain their potence.
Might you lend me an ear?
You there, perhaps you can help with a small dispute. While I was away among the barrows to the northeast hunting for loose trinkets, I saw an old bony wight wandering about the mounds. Fortunately, it didn't notice me, but the sight fairly froze my blood. Now my friend Galty doesn't believe me. He claims there are no barrow wights out amongst the old Edain mounds, but he's been no further than the mounds near Gondamon, and those don't seem to be haunted at all. It's only the mounds off a ways to the northeast. You look doughty enough to face down a wight or two. Perhaps you would go out to these barrows and collect a trophy to prove I wasn't seeing things. I will pay you for the service.
Might you lend me an ear?
I wonder if I could trouble you for a moment. A friend of mine, Bercy, struck out on his own to a grove northeast of Kheledûl to collect herbs for his recipes. I warned him of the threat of vicious spiders in the area, but he laughed them off. Bercy is a good fellow and a fine cook, but he can be a bit addle-brained at times. My annoyance has turned to worry. Set a dwarf's mind at ease and search for him, will you? I'm sure he's just lost track of time, but still. Spider Lair is northeast of Kheledûl, but what with those wretched dowerhands about, I would counsel you to take the long way around the port. Oh, let's actually first go to the north here and take care of Sithy Blackhand. I have a feeling that we've also got a trait point. Since we dinged and we're level 13. Let's check. So we get one more point into damage over time. We finished the basic Tier 1 Hendrivore Slayer. So I think we actually only need 40 to kill since they changed the amount. They lowered it, I think, from 60 to 40, which is much more bearable. But I think I'm going to be doing all of the Slayer deeds in my own time. Considering how many quests there are in Middle-earth and how much time it's gonna take to do it all. There is Skithy Blackhand. It's Skithy, not Sithy. So I messed up a little bit there. Should be taking more damage over time with my barbed arrow now. Nice, so we've done that quest. Now we need to go to the Whites And we need a trophy. I believe we'll probably have to kill quite a few of them, and we've also got to find this elf sword. Elvalon. We can also use that. Well, we found the elf sword. Yeah, so that tome gives us 149 max morale for an hour and a half. Oh, I was hoping to get that kill. We actually need to kill 8 more whites. There should be some more up here, same way this person is going. Just wanted to aggro them both, just in case. The bug lurker seems to be doing a lot of damage to them. Right, we need 5 more. They might have started respawning over here. If not, I think there is some more to the east. Here we go. Let's remove some of these quests. We don't need them right now. Spiders, spinrets. And that's all there is for now. And one more. Let's get this one. Nice, now we need to find the cook. Set it as the focus. Rip. I know there are spiders around here, but I'm not going to bother killing them since there's going to be a lot of spiders to kill in the den. trees of the grove must be protected from the corruption of these dark days. We are permitted to take older trees from the grove for our ships. I think what I'm also gonna do is go over here because this this pillar here you can see in the distance is actually a exploration point for one of the deeds. The Ward Spire, that's what it's called. And we may have earned a virtue. Yes, so we can slot that now. What? One of the others. I think I wanted... Might be Innocence that I wanted. I think it's Innocence. I will double check sometime later. But the mitigations are very good to have, especially for later levels. Oh, it looks like we were beaten to it, so we can still kill some spiders while we're here. Ah, it actually completed that quest, the Misplaced Cook. We may have to escort him again though. Three more spiders. What did we get? Aged scrap of text, broken hatchet, and a bloodstone. Oh, he's already back.
I beg you, stay and hear my tale.
Please, help me escape from these horrible spiders. I was gathering herbs and didn't notice them stalking me. I've been trapped here for days. Thank you for finding me. Let's get out of here now. There, spiders. Nice, that's actually all of the spiders that we needed to kill. nasty beasts! Be glad to put them behind me. Let's get going. Thank you so much for rescuing me. I'll be fine here on out. Right, let's go and hand in all these quests.
What do you need?
Your help is most appreciated, Talath. This blight of spiders might have spread throughout Ered Luin. Thank you.
Megavanen?
This will do well. It is strange to think that these spiders are able to capture and slay bears as strong as the thick jaws roaming the furthest sections of eastern Haudh Lin. I will begin my research immediately. I can promise nothing. I'm in your debt, and the peoples of Ered Luin will know what you have done here. Ding! Level 14.
Hail, friend, and well met.
Well done, Talath. The enemy may raise more wights from the bones of the fallen, and when they do, it will be our duty to send them back to their ancient graves. That's a nice cloak.
Megavanen.
Ah, Talath, I fear that unlike my brothers, my tasks shall remain unfulfilled. In truth, there is nothing in the lore I have found to rid the world of such abominations as now call Haudh Lin their home. Nevertheless, I must thank you for all that you have done for me and my brothers and reward you as befits a valiant warrior. Shoes aren't bad either. What's this earring? 5 vitality. Suppose I could change the shiny copper earring. We don't need the fate. And this is some nice shoulders that give some grit rating. Not that it really matters at this point, but still.
Well met.
Ha! I knew I hadn't been seeing things. This is proof indeed. Here, take these coins as your reward. Wait, something is not right with this skull. Can't you feel it? The chill? I should not have sent you to that place, and I certainly shall not have you bring this thing to Gondamon.
Might you lend me an ear?
There are legends about these old bones. Some say they are moved about by fell spirits from a distant age. Some say the wights are the restless dead, but even I know better than that. The will that stirs those bones does not belong in Middle-earth. Something should be done about these creatures, but they are beyond my ken. Perhaps the elf, brave enough to keep vigil here, will know how to deal with this threat. His name is Gulmir, and he dwells just on the other side of this ruin. Show him the skull and see if he knows what to do with it.
Sweelad Melon.
What is this? This is of great concern to me. Your merchant friend was wise to send you to me.
Megavanen, might you spare a moment of your time?
Wights roam the barrows of Haudh Lin. I know not what this portends, for I never before have such creatures seen in these lands. They are the creatures of the Witch King of Angmar. This bodes ill for Eriador, and perhaps for all of Middle-earth, for eyes which should not be turned south may turn north instead and be blinded to the larger threat. As it ever is with evil, no doubt a greater will drives the lesser amid the barrows. Is it that greater will which must be destroyed? Only thus will Angmar's designs for Ered Luin be hindered. Take this elf stone into the barrows and place it upon the largest standing stone. It is a white stone near a ruined building. The elf stone bears such a virtue that may cause that greater will of which I spoke to be drawn forth, and you must confront it. Let's go. Oh, we've got this Purge Poison skill, which is really useful. It stops disease, wound, fear, poison. It's a very nice skill. And of course it does get more powerful as you level. Eventually. Green elf stone glitters in your hand. Oops, we aggroed over this other mound white. We could have actually used that Purge Poison skill to get rid of the disease we had just now. But by the time I realized we'd already mounted up, so next time we can definitely use it. Oops.
Megovanen.
Well done. These foolish dwarves might have stumbled across something they could not hope to defeat had you not intervened before the evil had gathered its strength. Those cursed lands will still be dark and haunted, but one hopes they will no longer pose an imminent threat. This light armored helmet is actually has more armor than this medium armor helmet I'm wearing, so I'm gonna equip it. It's like that sometimes, I suppose. Now let's go back to Gondamon. We've got a few strange quests here. We've got to go to Gondamon, Thrassy's Lodge, and Rath Teraig. So we will be going to Gondamon first.
Greetings.
Ha! So you have done my will and slain the villain who killed my brother. You have done well, Talath. But it is strange. I feel no pleasure at this news. The Dour Hands will choose a new captain and nothing will change. There must be more that we can do. Something that will truly hurt them.
Will you help me?
Though we Longbeards were able to throw the Dour Hands out of most of our steadings after they revealed their true evil 2 years ago, they are as yet still too strong for us to fight them in the field. The last major dower hand holding in Ered Luin is the river port of Kheledûl. It is at Kheledûl where much of their remaining strength is concentrated, and it is at Kheledûl where they stockpile their stolen wealth, the treasure they robbed from us during the long years of their tyranny at Thorin's halls. You have proven yourself to be a capable warrior and a true friend. If you can rid Kheledûl and recover the stolen treasure, not only will you be striking a blow for Durin's folk, you will be dealing a sharp blow in my brother's name as well.
Will you stay and speak with me a moment?
Though my brother is avenged, I fear that in my sorrow I spoke too plainly to a younger dwarf who now risks his own life to avenge his own brother, a member of Galir's company. The dwarf, Sigador, went towards Kheledûl to avenge his brother, but likely is at a tower on the outskirts of the port with the deposed dockmaster, Svanna. Follow the road east beyond Thrassy's cabin, towards the shore, and keep an eye out for Sigador. I pray you are not too late to stop his folly.
Might you lend me an ear?
We've also got this quest sending us to Bree. You've done good, Talath. But there's a whole wide world out there for you to explore, and if you want to start somewhere, Bree Town is as good as any place to start. Go east until the Blue Mountains are far beyond. It's a long journey, so be sure to pack plenty of supplies. The Shire folk may be able to offer you assistance on your travels. When you arrive in Bree, be sure and seek out the mayor of the town. If there's work to be found, he'll know where to find it. If we go down to Kheledûl, do these quests, and then move on to Rath Teraig. Whoops. Oh well, it's only for a few seconds. It's fine.
Greetings, traveller.
Askel told me not to go, but I would hear nothing of his warning. My brother Arndor was not much older than myself, and I felt I must avenge him. I failed. Dour hands are too rooted within that port for one dwarf, more minor than warrior, to dislodge. You, though, you are a hale and hearty warrior. Else you would not be here.
Welcome. You've come at a most fortuitous time.
I did attempt to fight my way through the port in search of the leader, to no avail. His cowardice keeps him well hidden, and his lackeys give my legs a good beating. Were it not for Svanna, I likely would have fallen to them as well. I failed to avenge Arndor. I am not fit for another foray, but you have helped Askel, and I hope that you will help me. Below us in the valley to the east lay the port of Kheledûl, and therein the Dour Hands. Will you go there and strike down a godly number of the forces there, so I might be able to give my brother the vengeance that he deserves? Sounds easy enough. We've got to collect 6 boxes and kill 8 Dour Hands, which I'm sure we'll find. Oh. thought for a minute someone had already been here, but it was just a little bit of lag there in spawning. And we've discovered the Spire of Kheledûl, so we've just finished another deed. Oh, let's go over the bridge here because I see some more boxes. I probably should have put down the decoy straight off. Too bad that trap got wasted. 2 more boxes. Well, there's one. And there's the last one. We got it just before this guy reached us. Nice. Let's go and hand these in. Can we make this jump? Yes, we can. I always get a bit worried that it's gonna suddenly lag and I'll fall into the water or something. But we were all good this time. Too bad we got dehorse though. Soon I will be able to return to my city. I'm sure of it.
Well met, friend.
My brother may not know that this has been done, but I do. And this will give me leave to rest at night. I am ever in your debt, Talath. I will miss my brother, but I will know that his death is avenged, and the Dour Hands are weakened now to a point where we Longbeards may drive them finally from our lands. We could actually talk to Clarent. Oh my gosh.
You leave me to my misery.
What is this? Surely not another gift. Nay, this is something else, is it not? What is the significance of this old sword? This is the sword of my ancestor? You say he was a friend and companion of Penglir? Now I understand. He gave me the bow in honor of my great-grandfather. What? You think the gift was made to me, not to my forebear? Well, it may be you are right, despite all. It will be a challenge to live up to those bygone glories, but perhaps someday I'll be able to wield the bow without shame. Some nice boots there. We don't really need the fate, so I'm gonna keep what I've got in terms of earring. Let's go and hand in the plundered port quest, and then we'll head to Rath Teraig. We can get up this hill.
Greetings.
Very well done. I think my brother would be satisfied with this blood price. I will send the treasure to Thorin's halls, and perhaps we can use it to defeat the Dour Hands once and for all. Oh, I really think we should get this bow. It's 10 DPS more. Actually, it's 11 DPS more. We don't need might, so I'll not get that bracelet. Right, time to go down into Rath Teraig. At last. I'm getting closer to level 15, actually. Only one bit of the bar to go, and a little tiny bit. And we've got the Rath Teraig exploration. We can definitely get that done too.
Well met, friend.
Langless sent you? He's a queer sort, that one, but a fine fellow for sending aid. If he thinks you are capable, then I have no reason to keep you from your task. You'll find all manner of foul goblins beyond our barricade here. Do your best to avoid the truly dangerous ones, and be careful not to travel too deeply within the valley. Fearsome are the goblins beyond the great peak at the heart of Rath Teraig.
Greetings, traveler. Will you stay a moment?
My thanks to you for standing by us on this. You are not here to simply cull the local vermin. You want to deal with the real threat. That is to say, goblins. The foul things have been bubbling up out of the ground like bees from a kicked hive. I don't rightly know what has gotten them all riled up, nor do I much care, but I believe it is their leader, Gazrip. If you're up for a fight, get in there and break some goblin heads. If we can shatter their morale by defeating their leader, we can pen them in through the winter. The snows ought to block up these passes till spring, and we'll be free of them for a long while at least.
Welcome. You've come at a most fortuitous time.
We need to keep our enemies penned within Rath Teraig as best as may. The number of goblins seems to grow each day, but our stout barricades have been enough to keep them at bay. However, those vile milk-eyed cave claws have taken up to creeping up and burrowing beneath the barricades in the deep of night, and threaten to undermine the walls if we can't find a way to stop them. If you could hunt a number of the creatures down, it should serve to put a halt to their incessant digging and gain us time to repair any damage they've already done.
Greetings, traveler. Will you stay a moment?
Ah, greetings. Welcome to the beautiful Rath Teraig, the finest stretch of desolate rock and goblin holes in all the Blue Mountains. If you have come to help, we could certainly use it. Things have gotten worse of late, and now all manner of things are crawling up out of the ground around here. I'd personally be grateful if you could do away with a few of the spiders that infest the area. I used to run patrols in there now and again, but since they showed up, I haven't been able to bring myself to set one foot past its barricade. I've been afraid of spiders since I was a wee lad. So what say you? Are you up for the challenge? Or would you rather join me freezing my hinder parts off till the snows come? Right, let's head out and do some killing. This bow is definitely much better. I can really feel that it's doing much more damage. I can see the bar at the top here going down much faster. It's like 2 or 3 hits seems to do the trick. Oops. Lots of errors coming up there because I was trying to do illegal moves. Right, those are the milk eyes done. Now we need spiders. Thought I could hear one around me. Six spiders. Some goblins. And their leader. Oh, there's the boss. I keep switching targets because I'm hoping that it will do some damage over time with my barbed arrow, and sometimes the bleeds get applied. Well, maybe not this early level, but... Speaking of bleeds, I got one myself there. It's something that I do on my higher level hunters, and it works quite well, I think. One more melee goblin. Now we just need 4 of the ranged goblins. Oh, actually this one's a ranged one, so... take care of this boss again that he's respawned. Now, quick, let's go before they respawn. I see a spider. That's not a goblin we wanted. We need these stingers. Wow, that decoy actually survived very nicely. I can't see how much health it's got, which is a shame. Oh, we need one more ranged goblin. There's a stinger. Oh. Maybe the decoy will tempt him. Crazy, I can't believe the decoy survived that whole time. He must have done that very quickly. Because it's only meant to stay there for... Oh! It doesn't have a cooldown. Well, I mean it has a cooldown of 30 seconds, but it doesn't have a specific time that it stays up. Interesting. I thought it was meant to be 60 seconds. No, I'm not sure if this little spider den here is a exploration point. Southern barricade. Let's go and get the exploration point just around the corner here. Try and avoid these goblins so that they don't dehorse me. Tom Agor. Just going back this way because I want to get the one in the middle as well. Amazing that we haven't been dismounted this whole time. I don't think we're gonna survive this. No. Let's put down a stunning trap. And even a decoy, actually. That'll distract them for a bit. Hopefully long enough that we can get away. These guards will take care of whatever's left.
Greetings, traveller.
Well done, Talath. That should keep those vermin at bay for a while and give us a chance to patch up the barricades before the goblins have another try at us.
At your service and your families.
The whole barricade guard, both of us, thank you, Talath. But I am personally indebted to you for killing those eight-legged horrors. Now the less said of them, the better.
Well met, friend.
Ha! Nothing like a rousing tale of goblin slaying to warm you up on a cold day. Well done, Talath. With your help, we shouldn't have too many problems keeping the goblins at bay till the passes fill with snow for the winter. After that, it will be up to the leaders of Gondamon and Thornshall to figure out what we'll do about them come next spring. Let's take these gloves. Now we're level 15, we're actually, this is the level where you can get your own house. But of course, I already have one since this is my main server. So, we won't need to do that, but I may be doing some housing quests just because they're quests. And, might be nice to do them. But yeah, let's head to Langless at Thrassy's Lodge and finish up this epic quest. Prologue, that is. Gather? No, that is for farmers and those without a scent of a trail. We are meant for better things, are we not? I think it is time that I provide you a new trail. Take the letter attached and bring it to me. What is this? Talath, I have news for you in Bree. There is a matter of importance that I wish you to address, as I think that you may be able to learn an important lesson. Flambard took. Well, that is a class quest, and we will be doing that once we get to Bree, of course, since it's in Bree.
What can I do for you?
You have done well, Talath. Once the dwarves and elves have arrayed their forces, the assault on Rath Teraig will begin.
Would you do something for me?
Dwalin has sent many Longbeards marching to Rath Teraig, and Doronga Whitethorn has dispatched many elf warriors of his own. Skorgrim sought to divide the peoples of Ered Luin, but his actions have only strengthened their resolve to stand against him. Skorgrim Dowerhand will die in Rath Teraig, Seleth. While the elves and the Durin's folk draw away the greater part of the goblin army, you will enter behind their lines and join up with Avorthal. When you have readied yourself, return to me and I will show you the path to Avorthal.
Greetings.
It is time. The combined armies of the dwarves and elves have already begun their assault on the cleft of Rath Teraig. Avorthal awaits you within the valley. We must go.
The combined forces of Lord Llewellyn of Thorin's Hall and Duran Gur Whitethorn of Dwelin prepare to march upon the goblin army of Rath Teraig.
I am ready, Seleth. We will find Skorgrim Dowerhand and drive the fell creature, not only from Rath Teraig, but from Ered Luin itself. Let us go! Avorthal, I was starting to think you were leaving all the goblins to me. Not at all, my friend, but look to your blade, for we have guests. Take care of Avorthal. We will have many other tales to tell when this is over. I am sure we will, my friend. A fine hit. Save some for me. Your axe may at sea service once I run out of arrows. They are preparing a fresh attack. Be ready. Where is their main force? Let's put down some traps. Matthew's stout hand is in trouble. We need your aid. Lead the way, Master Dwarf, and we will follow. The goblins are regrouping. Hold them off and I will call out their positions. More goblins to the left! Do you smell something? Sappers! Well done! I have returned with reinforcements, Matthew. The day is not won yet, though. There are more goblins ahead. You should rest a moment, though, before pressing ahead. I think you are right. Let us rest a while.
Stay a moment.
I feel rested enough to continue. Let us continue our search for Skorgrim Dowerhand. Wait, something is not right here. Goblins! On the cliff above us. Hurry, follow me. Get rid of those goblin spearmen or we'll be done for! More stingers. Are you coming, Avorthal? Avorthal, the goblins have captured a woman! Your father led some elves and dwarves to rescue Sarah Oakheart. He never returned. My father is strong. Do not fear for him. Let us rest a moment before we proceed.
The shadow must fall.
I am ready to move on, Talath. We must find and rescue this Sarah Oakheart. Once she is safe, we can continue our search for Skorgrim. Perhaps we will find my father up ahead and can lend him our aid, though I am sure he has little need of our blades. Follow me! And that's the Rath Teraig exploration completed. And 5 LP. It's always nice. And we got this Sylvan Shadows trait as well. Not sure what that deed was. There she is! Quickly, we must save her! You are most welcome. You should leave this place. Did she say something? I must have missed it. Now, Talath, let us find Skorgrim and finish this. Father! Aborthul, no! Stay back! It is a trap!
Hold, my friends. There's been an amusing exercise, but now it's over. Ered Luin is weak, and that is enough. I have business now in Breland. War is coming, and soon all of Middle-earth shall burn.
You are defeated, Skorgrim! The dwarves and the elves stand against you!
Now you can kill them.
Our fight is not yet at its end! Be on your guard! Our enemies continue their attack! Father, how badly are you hurt? Do not worry about me, my son. I fear for the lands to the south.
Sweelide Melad.
Skorgrim has escaped Talath, but I think Ered Luin will be safe from him now, at least for a time. For that, I feel the combined assault of the dwarves and elves was a success. It will be a long while before we know the full cost of our actions here. Many good people have fallen in Rath Teraig this day. I will tend to my father's wounds, and then together we can report to Langlas and tell him what has happened here today. We shall now return to Langlas.
Saruman's treachery has delayed me too long. I can only hope that Frodo and Sam have left the Shire. Without my aid, their road will be a perilous one. Frodo must rely upon the Rangers and your prowess to see him to the end.
What can I do for you?
Many good dwarves and elves perished at Rath Teraig, Saleth, and though Skorgrim was not defeated, he has fled, and his threat has abated for now. I am worried about the lands to the south. If Skorgrim was able to cause so much harm in Ered Luin, he can surely cause as much or more in Breland or the Lone Lands. I fear that we have not seen the last of Skorgrim Dourhand. We must send word to my captain. He will know what to do, but you must leave right away, Saleth. Are you prepared? I think we should go with... maybe these gloves, actually. Yeah, I think we're going with the gloves.
Stay a moment.
We got some leggings from that fight, but they're no good. Neither are those gloves, actually. Come here, Salath, and listen well. My captain, a ranger they call Strider, must be notified of the threat posed by Skorgrim. A shame you can't stay to enjoy our victory. Travel far to the east to a place that men call Breetown. There you should seek out Barleyman Butterbur. He is the owner of a tavern called the Prancing Pony, where Strider has lodged in the past. If Strider is there, Barleyman can help you find him. If not, you can bed down for the night and you can continue your search in the morn. It's a long journey to Breland, Saleth. Do not tarry, for Skorgrim is on the march. And we shall be continuing that next time. So thanks everyone for watching. And I'll see you next time. Bye!